Yeah, welcome to our watchalong Spurs v Man Utd. Players are just coming out. Man United are actually on a good run, aren't they? They won 3 of the last 4, I think. Yeah, one of them being Liverpool. That wasn't great. Vicario, Porro, Romero, Van de Ven, Spence, Sarr, Pellegrini, Johnson, Simmons and Richarlison. And Koulibaly. That's the Spurs lineup. I suppose Thomas Frank could do with a win, really, couldn't he? Wouldn't say he's under pressure, but he could do with a win. Don't think things have gone as well as he would have wanted with Spurs so far. But the strange thing is, they win today, they go second. They were talking this morning how close, he was talking this morning, Thomas Frank, how close the Premiership is this year. So United, Layman's, De Ligt, Maguire, Shaw, Mazzarri, Casemiro, Fernandes, Dorgu, Mbeumo and Ahmed. And Cunha. Probably predictable in a lot of ways for United. Probably surprised Maguire's starting and not Euro maybe, and then Casemiro. Ugarte for Casemiro maybe, who knows. It looks a slow backline, except for Maguire and Shaw. They struggle for pace. Cunha, I like Cunha. Cunha's a good player. Mbeumo's a good player. Mickey Van de Ven scored a great goal during the week. Yeah, I was saying, Thomas Frank saying it was a close Premiership. I don't think it's that close. I think a couple of teams are off form. I think when things settle down in the Premiership, it'll be the same 4 or 5 at the top. Amarim was under pressure a few weeks ago, wasn't he? But the gas thing about it is, United win today, they go into second. In fairness to him, he's stuck to his philosophy on football. He hasn't changed the way he wants to play. Just putting down the poppy reeds there. Yeah, packed house as you would imagine. Yeah, just a casual watch along today. I don't really. I do enjoy watching Man United get beat, but in fairness to them, the last few weeks they have been better. I wouldn't say they're doing well. Just say they've been better. Like, yeah, I think that they were lucky to beat Liverpool. I think today will be a score draw. I think they're both evenly matched, really. I could put my head in the chopping block and say 2-2. Yeah. If I was a betting man, I'd go 2-2. Arsenal play later. Let's hope they get beat. Unlikely, but let's hope. And of course, the big game tomorrow, City, Liverpool. See how that one goes. Probably talk about that later. So the players are in a huddle. The crowd are still coming in. About to kick off. Of course, Bruno Fernandes plays for Portugal against Ireland on the international break. Long hoof up the pitch. Spurs pick it up. Ball bounces it. Oh. Here's a free out. Yeah, Ahmed kicked. Free out to Man United. Amram, he never looks relaxed, does he? He's always pacing up and down all the time. There he goes already. The game is only on 35 seconds and he's pacing up around. I don't know. Corner for Spurs. Porro's going to whip it in. Spurs all lined up at the back post. Referee calls 2 players out with them. I thought this was going to be done away with, that they weren't going to be doing that. They were just going to give the free kick for any nonsense. This just holds up the game even longer. It was Shaw. Now they send them back. The referee walks out. Van de Been and Shaw, they're just going to start doing it again, just pulling at one another. Here comes the corner. Just kick straight out. Too high, too long. Here comes Spurs again. Shaw into Casemiro. Fernandes back to Casemiro. Casemiro gets caught in possession. Delete. Harry Maguire. Just, there's a free kick. The referee's played around. Fernandes came through the back of Fernandes. Keeper has it. Just puts it on the ground. Long kick. Bit of head tennis, up in the air. Shaw's just going to see it out. Yeah, throw United. Dogo. Oh, free kick. Yeah, Palhinha gets the start today, I suppose. Fernandes. And Boomer tries to play it down the wing, but hits off a Spurs player. Throw United. All the way back to the halfway line to Shaw, into Harry Maguire. Plays it up to Ahmed Mazraoui on the wing. Knocked in. Dogu loses it. Spurs come away. Long ball through. Richarlison is chasing. The keeper's going to come out. Yeah, straight through to the keeper. Oh. Konya puts across. Cleared out. Offside. Yeah, it was a straight. Just a long ball played through to Burma. Yeah, Spurs held the line and Burma ran offside. Didn't come to anything anyway. Not much going on. Very slow start. Spurs play it back to the goalkeeper. Konya tries to pressure him, but no, just pops it out. Richarlison. Bad pass. Maguire picks it up. Did it, plays into the middle. Fernandez bounces off Fernandez, but Fernandez controls it. Actually, it was Konya. Konya again. Beats. Oh, foul. Referee plays it on. Surely he was kicked. Surely it was a free kick. He falls over. Spurs have it at the edge of the box. Ball's bouncing around. Casemiro tries to come away with the lit. Fears Fernandez now. Fernandez halfway line. He's looking for a pass. Fernandez picks it up again. Gives it Mburmo. Oh, why didn't he shoot? Mburmo was through and he just cuts it across the front. Sure, there's no one there, but he was offside. But he should have shot him anyway. Fernandez had it. He picked it up. He was looking for a pass out to Ahmed. Couldn't get it out there. Konya gets tackled. It breaks to Bruno. Bruno plays it to it. Oh, he's onside. He's actually onside. But he cuts it across the 6-yard box. But there was no one there to pass it to. He should have just shot. He would have been onside, by the way. The Spurs defender was playing him on. So here we go. The United players are complaining about the length of time it's taken the Spurs to restart the game, and it has become an issue this season. Just seems to be an awful long time spent over throws and free kicks and corners. Here's Spurs through, just runs it out. Yeah, an awful lot of time just being wasted, I think, this year. Well, I don't even mean when teams that have a lead. Just generally in the game, just seems to be an awful lot of time being wasted. Johnson just overruns it and it goes out for a goal kick. That's gone out. Throw to United. Shaw gives it back to Harry Maguire. No, just playing it across the back line. Darko has it. Plays it into Casemiro. And Burma comes, collects it. Maguire. Delete. They're going nowhere. They're just passing it, but they're actually going nowhere. They're going to lose it. Yeah, there you go. Oh, but he fouled them. Yeah, United just passing it across the back line. They're actually going nowhere with the ball. Spurs tried to pressure him. Ahmad got himself into a sticky position, but the Spurs player just fouls him. You think some players would have more sense, like just where you putting your hand on his back. As soon as he feels his hand on his back, he's going to go down. It just lets United off. Yeah, a lot of throws, not much going on. I'd say United would be happier with the opening 10 minutes or so. Vermont tries to press the full back. He just plays it back to the goalkeeper, and then there's a long kick up to the middle. Shaw wins the header, breaks down. Spurs pick it up. Ahmed should have closed him down, but he doesn't, so he walks away. The Spurs player comes out to the right. It's all sloppy. And back to the goalkeeper. Yeah. So there we go. 10 minutes in. A few free kicks. A corner. No shots on target. No attempts at goals. Richarlison tries to take it into him. Doesn't get there. Mesereri just kicks it out for a throw. So Spurs throw. All the way back to the halfway line. All very pedestrian. Straightforward pass through the middle. Player goes down. No idea what happened there. Hold on. Yeah, Harry Maguire's involved in it anyway. Does he elbow him in the face? Nah, they just run into one another. No, there's nothing in that. Just about to have a cup of tea. That was bad form, the two Spurs players ignoring the manager there last week as he put out his hand. They just both walked past him. I think he mentioned it in a press conference after that. It was Van der Been, was it? He was one of them. You don't do that sort of stuff. So Darku with the throw. Plays it back to Shaw. Shaw, it's going to be predictable. It's going to go to Maguire and then it's going to go back to Shaw. He's going to hoof it up. Yeah, it's all very predictable, but it works out. Ahmed picks it up. It's now over the far side. De Ligt. He stands on it. Puts it out to the wing. Back to De Ligt. Into Harry Maguire. It's going to come out to Shaw, or is he going to play it long? No, back to De Ligt. Back to Harry Maguire. Into Casemiro. He turns on it. First positive thing that they've tries to play it up to Cunha. It's cut out. Spurs have it again. Palhinha. Fernandes fouls him. Yep. And then he puts his hands out and he starts moaning. It was a clear foul. Richarlison. Holds it up well, passes it off. Spurs out on United's left, swung in. Oh, just goes across. Ioane picks it up. It's going to come across again. No, plays it short. Goes across to Paulinho. Plays it back. Yeah, United are pressing them out, and Spurs keep having to go back. And then he tries to flick it over the top. Comes to Shaw. He just kicks it up straight back to a Spurs player. And Spurs have it again. Here they come again. Plays it up. Shaw gets his foot to it. Spurs throw. Out on Man United's left. Oh, actually, quick throw. Simmons has it. Johnson flicks it in. Richarlison misses the header. It was a good chance. It's a good little cross. But Richarlison just couldn't get his head to it. Let me see again. Yeah, Johnson flicks it in. It's an in-swinger. He probably should have got his head on. I'm not saying he should have scored or anything like that. But yeah, he should be getting his head to that. He completely misses it. It's just a player who doesn't have any form at all, isn't he? Next Everton player, of course. There comes Johnson again. Another cross. Richarlison tries to get there. It cuts it out. Shot goes well over. Yeah, Sarr just couldn't get his foot over it. Bounced out. The cross came in. The hits it. Then Shaw, Fernandez heads it, and then Sarr just boots it over the bar. Yeah, at least it's a shot. It's not on target, but it's a shot. So 17 minutes in. Exciting stuff. Here comes Spurs. Johnson's down and no, can't catch it. Another throw. Throw for United. It was Richarlison. Tried to flick it over the top. But he wasn't catching that. Here's Amram giving his instructions. I won't say he seems unhappy because he never seems happy. He always seems to have the same demeanour about him. So throw to United. On their left, goes all the way back to Shaw. And down there with the predictable thing. Yeah. Harry Maguire back to Shaw. Doku. Casemiro. Back to the goalie. Delit has it now. Ahmad. Passes it out to Shaw. Doku. And Bromo's making a run, but Doku doesn't give him the ball. He'd rather play it back to Shaw. That's pretty negative. Casemiro. He plays a forward pass to actually nobody. There's actually nobody there. Casemiro just plays the ball straight to a Spurs player. Spurs pick it up now, bringing it out. Ahmad just gives up on the chase against Van de Beek. Van de Beek just strides up and then passes it across. Fernandez is covering Shaw now. He plays back to the goalie. Goalkeeper kicks it up in the direction of Ahmad. He's not going to get that. Surrounded by three Spurs players. Spurs pick the ball up again. And they play a Palhinha in midfield. Plays a good ball up to... Oh, it's cut out by Shaw. And back to the Spurs goalie. Long ball. Straight out of play. Yeah, looking at this game, like either of these teams win, they go second. So far it's pretty poor. But I guess the only team that's really fighting in the Premiership is probably Arsenal, really. Liverpool are a little bit better. City are getting stronger. But when you consider that a few weeks ago, United fans were probably calling for the head of Amarim. But if he wins today, he's second. Strange. Cunha. Oh, Cunha's through. Shoots. Blocks down. Goes for a corner. So it's sort of... Oh, hits his hand, but he's outside the box anyway. He gets through. He shoots, but it's blocked. He got a lucky bounce of the ball, really. So it's a corner to United. Harry Maguire's up for the corner. I wouldn't be surprised if he scored, to be honest. An outswinger by Fernandez. Richarlison gets it. They're claiming a handball. Doesn't look like it. He just picks it up, kicks it up, goes straight to Ahmad. Ahmad puts it back to Shaw on the halfway line. Casemiro into Cunha. Harry Maguire of all people is stead up. Doku puts it in, it's cut out, another corner. Porro is not happy with something. So here's the show for the penalty. Hits his knee and then I think it hits his hand. You're not getting a penalty for that. So here we go, the long throw. It wasn't a corner. Long throw. Harry Maguire still up. Yeah. Doesn't even beat the first man. It wasn't a very long throw, actually. He must be able to throw because the United players were lined up waiting for a long throw. But it only gets halfway in the box. The Spurs player just heads it back out for another throw. You would imagine that's something they've practiced in training and he can actually get the ball across. Maybe the ball slipped out of his hands. Cunha tries a little flick to Fernandez. Fernandez can't control it. The ball goes out for a goal kick. United are pressing. They wins it back. Mbeumo wins it back. Harry Maguire is still in the attack. He crosses it. Mbeumo hits him and goes out for a goal kick. What's Harry Maguire still doing up there? Man United's a new centre forward. Two players on him. He kicks it. It bounces off the United player and goes out. Goal kick, here we go. Plays a short, goal kick to the keeper. Then we have a little bit more. Still 4 touches now and the ball is still inside the box. Still, that's 5 and the ball is still inside the box. Here we go. Porro. Long ball up to Richarlison. Harry Maguire easily cuts it out. It's back with the lit. Now it's back with Harry Maguire. And now we start all over again. Pretty sure it'll go back to the lit. Yeah, there you go. Back to the lit. And they're pressured. Casemiro gets it. Ahmad has it now. Missouri on the overlap. Crosses it in. Cut out. Richarlison. And Spurs break with Simmons. It's crowded around by a couple of players. Fernandez eventually wins it back. Breaks back into midfield. Porro. And yeah, it's not great really. The lid hits it out for a corner. Richarlison, Kolo Muani, Polina, all at the back post. Corner comes in. And it's too high and too long again. The exact same as the corner they got at the start of the game. Ahmad tries to break. Ball is bouncing around. Ahmad has it. He's inside the inside the box, but a good tackle from Johnson. Johnson was covering well. The ball bounced favourably for Ahmed after a long clearance. It popped up. The Spurs defender tried to put it out, couldn't put it out. It bounced. Ahmed got it, and Johnson covered well. Yeah, puts it out for a corner. Good tackle. Well done, Johnson. So we go from a corner from one end right up to the other end for a corner for United. And on the balance of play, I guess a set piece is United's best chance of scoring. There's another tangle at the back post again. Delish is given out. Johnson is on the ground. He's still given out. Johnson is holding his head. It's a yellow card. Yellow card for Johnson. Don't know what went on there. Now they're laughing. He's saying he's grabbed him. Handbags. Camera is on them. They go at it again. Corner doesn't clear the first man. It's headed out. Your player picks it up. Fernandez hits it back to Ahmed, who was the covering player. He hits it straight back to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper's going to kick it long, and it's probably going to run straight through. Cunha tries to chase it, but that's pure. And Bomber tried to chase it. Just straight out. That's poor play all around, really. 29 minutes in, not much happened. Few corners, few free kicks, no shots on target from either team. Not that I can remember. It's all very pedestrian, really. Spurs now just playing it across their back line. Long diagonal ball, looking for Richarlison. Overhit, and ball runs out. Another throw. Mazarawi just lets it run out. Throws in. Fernandez catches it on the volley, kicks it up the pitch. There's no one there. Spurs player just picks it up, hits it back to the goalkeeper. He's going to kick it long. Yep, there we go. Casemiro now has it. He plays it into Ahmed. Ahmed tries to turn on it. Still has it. Still has it on the halfway line. Gives it back to Casemiro. Harry Maguire. Here we go again. Shaw, Harry Maguire. Back to Shaw. It's going to go back to the... No, he doesn't. He goes up. Oh, breaks to Fernandez. Fernandez has it now. Out and plays it through to Cunha. He clicks it in. Clips it in. No one there. Cunha now back heels it to Doku. Doku puts it across. Spurs win it. Ahmed clips it in. Mbeumo 1-0. 1-0 United. Just all very messy from Spurs. They had a couple of chances to clear the ball. They didn't clear it. The ball was bouncing around. United fans are going crazy. So he tries to... I don't believe that. He had an opportunity to clear it, but he plays a 5-yard pass. He tries to clear it. It bounces off Fernandez. It comes back out. Mazarawi picks it up. It's Ahmad. Clips it in. Free header. Doesn't even have to jump. 1-0. So messy from Spurs. So as the stands, United are second in the table. Go figure. Look, they're doing what they have to do. Spurs are terrible. Keeper is saying calm. They're too calm. They need to wake themselves up, get their finger out. It's shocking defending from Spurs. Absolutely shocking defending. How many times do you need to clear the lines? Oh, excuse me. Romero gets booked. It's no surprise, is it? Yeah, it's a definite yellow card. Doku was breaking. Romero just takes him out. So here we go. Fernandez. He's going to clip it into the box. Maguire's at the back post, at the back of the line, just outside the box. Yeah, this is going to Maguire. He's getting ready for the big run. Yep, Maguire wins the header. Easy wins the header. Now, that's how you clear the lines. The exact same as the last time, and the Spurs defender just cleared the lines with no messing about. If they'd have done that a few minutes ago, they wouldn't be 1-0 down. Well, I suppose United went into this game, they're feeling confident because they've had good results in the last 4 games. I suppose they would have fancied it, really. Van de Ven is trying to do another goal that he scored during the week, running out of the ball, out of the defence with the ball, but he loses it, then picks it back up again, and then just clears it. De Ligt puts it back to Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire is into Fernandes, loses it. Paulinho beats Fernandes, but the ball runs out. So Shaw has it. Doku. Oh, that was a sport. That's the Man United throw. Goes to Spurs, and anyway. So here we'll have the long throw now. Porro. This is what I was talking about earlier on. This more time wasting with these throws and the free kicks. It's just taking too long. He still hasn't thrown it yet. And now he does, and it's a short throw. Yep. He tries to cross it. Doku blocks it. It comes back off. Doku hits Porro and goes out for a Man United throw. He's not happy about it, but it hit his leg. You must have felt it hitting your leg, like. Cleared up into the middle of the park, no one there. Spurs player picks it up. Johnson. And the same thing happens again. That's going to be a goal kick. It's good play, really. From Doku. That's twice now he's blocked across from coming across. He's covered Shaw twice. Johnson tries to cross it, comes back off the Man United player, hits Johnson and goes out for a goal kick. That's good defending, really, I suppose. As in, he's blocking the cross at the source rather than having to deal with it when it goes into the box. 3 Spurs players jump up for the goal kick, they win it. Ahmad has it in midfield. Back to De Ligt. Fernandes just passes the ball straight out the touch and then gives out to the players, telling them he should have moved forward to pick it up. But it's Fernandes that passed the ball. But Fernandes does that all the time, doesn't he? Whenever there's a mistake made, he's always throwing his hands up, blaming people around him, other people. It's never his fault. But he passed it straight into touch. So here we go. Free kick for Spurs on the halfway line. 39 minutes in, 1-0 Man United. Spurs trying, just passing it around across the back line into midfield now. Back to the centre half. Romero passes it out to Palhinha. Up to Johnson. Johnson loses it. Palhinha picks it up again. Simmons, Richarlison. That's good play out to the wing. Richarlison just pushed off it by De Ligt, and the ball runs out for a goal kick. He gets a clap on the back. Well done. Richarlison shrugs his shoulders. It's like nothing to do with me. Nothing I could do with that. He makes the run. The Ligt is just too strong. He just pushes him. Well, shoulders him. It's a wonder Richarlison didn't dive to the ground looking for a penalty. So here we go. United trying to break. Oh. He's looking for a free kick. He's not getting it. Back with the Spurs goalkeeper. Played up into midfield. Dummies over it. Maguire picks it up. Passes it into De Ligt, who's now in the middle of the park. He loses it. Spurs pick it up. Richarlison. Out on Man United's right now. Fernandes runs it out. Throw to Spurs. Fernandes has his hands up in the air again, moaning. God, just get on with the game, will you? Does he have to moan for every little thing, like? Spurs, Johnson. Simmons. Johnson crosses it. Terrible cross. Straight out. Absolutely terrible. So, yeah, they're showing the goal again. It was actually dreadful defending by Spurs. And then it's just, he has the time to stand there and just a lazy cross into the box. He doesn't have to jump to head the ball. He's just standing there, throws his head at the ball. The keeper is planted and the ball just goes into the keeper's right. So easy. So bloody sloppy from Spurs. Richarlison loses it. Ahmad picks it up, gives it to Fernandes in the middle. Fernandes gives it. Mbeumo tries to play Ahmad through. It's cut out. Here comes Spurs. Falls over. Gets back up. Keeps control of it. Doku again blocks the cross. This time it goes out for a corner. So, maybe a chance for Spurs here to equalise. Palhinha, Van der Beek, all at the back post. This seems to be what they're doing. They've done this twice now, but both times they've hit the ball long and it's come to nothing. But this is it's on the other side now, so we see what happens. Romero is there. Ball's in. It's shorter, but it's just headed out by De Ligt. Johnson picks it up again, puts it back in. Blocked Fernandes, out for a throw. Oh yeah, pretty uninspiring performance by Spurs, one would say. Not totally inspiring by Man United either. I mean, they've had one. I think it's one shot on target. They've scored, but that's the main thing. But it came from such poor play from Spurs, really. But overall, yeah, not a great half of football. Spurs going backwards. Now he tries to go forward, and he just miscontrols it. And United break, and they lose it. Richarlison picks it up, tries to play through to Johnson. Shaw cuts it out. Goes back to the Spurs goalkeeper. Good stuff. Not. So here comes Spurs. Long ball across. Johnson. So Johnson picks it up. Porro was overlapping. He plays him through, and Porro just kicks it out. And that's it. 1-0 half time. 1-0 to United. Thomas Frank storms down the tunnel. Well, I won't say storms, but doesn't hang around. He's down the tunnel pretty quick. 1-0 United. Pretty poor performance. Interesting, the Spurs players are just standing there in the huddle before they go off. Interesting. See what that's about. Right, half time. Going for a cup of tea. Yeah, just about to kick off the second half. Spurs making a change. Kolo Muani off. Odobert on. Didn't get a kick of the ball in the game, did he? Just no surprise, I suppose. Yeah, the fans are not in a hurry to come back from their sandwich, let's say. And we're off. Let's hope the second half is more exciting than the first half. Although I don't have much faith in that. Spurs put it into the box. United keeper catches it. No one there to challenge for it. Easy for him. Catching practice. Yeah, Spurs fans are very late back to their seats. Maybe they've seen enough. Maybe they've gone home. I don't think so, though. Must be a big queue for the prawn sandwiches. Speaking of prawn sandwiches, I see Roy Keane was giving out about the boon that Trent Alexander got on his return to Anfield. On the overlap, he was saying that Liverpool fans think they have class, but they should have a good hard look at themselves because the way they booed Trent Alexander. I don't know. What did he expect? He was always going to get booed, wasn't he? Comes across Richarlison. Oh, Harry Maguire gets his foot too. Well done, Harry Maguire. Richarlison was offside, but he was. Ball comes in. Oh, he's well offside. But he was just ready to swing at it, catch the ball on the volley, but Maguire just got his toes to it and knocked it off Richarlison's foot. But he was offside. Yeah, I might do something on that Trent Alexander thing. The boon and Jamie Carragher also made a comment on it, saying that he could understand why Trent was booed, and he half expected him to be booed upon his return. A few other people have put their tuppence worth in about it. I don't think it bothered Trent Alexander too much, to be quite honest. Anyway, back to the game. Fernandes plays a long ball out on the Cunha in the box, plays it across behind Maz, picked up by Delit. Mbomo plays it in, headed out. Casemiro tries to win it, doesn't get it. Richarlison now has it. Here come Tottenham. Johnson into the box. Straight out. Excuse me. Straight out. No, Thomas Frank might find himself in a bit of trouble at Spurs. They just don't seem to be playing well. That's a foul. Casemiro just bundled over in the middle of the park. He's holding his stomach. Oh yeah, just clatters into him. Excuse me. He's all right though. He's up. Yeah, Cunha tries to flick it on to Ahmed. Just runs out for another throw. I think there was one shot on target in the first half. I think there was 6 in total from both teams. There was one shot on target, which of course was the goal. And that's as exciting as it's been. I don't know, maybe it's me. Maybe it's just hard to get excited about two teams where you don't really have an invested interest in them. A lot of talk on Sky Sports about the title being Arsenal's to lose and how they're not conceding goals and things like that. It's so early in the season. It really is to be talking about winning leagues, and you don't win leagues in November. And then there's some talk about the City and Liverpool game being a must-win for either team. It's whether Liverpool. Hold on for a second. Here comes Spurs on the attack. Clips it in. Controls. It's put out. Man United on the break. Cunha holding off Sarr. Loses it. That's referee plays on. Looked like a foul. Fernandes pushed over. No foul given. Ahmed picks it up. Mazraoui back to Ahmed. Ahmed just gives it away. Richarlison, the lid takes it off him. It's played over the top. Harry Maguire plays it back to the keeper and then tries to block. Richarlison is going through. Richarlison tries to block the goalkeeper kick out, doesn't get to it. Yeah, as I was saying, it's way too early in the season for it to have must-win games. I think the result of Liverpool with Aston Villa and Madrid is taking a little bit of pressure off Slot. Maybe it was just all media pressure and social media pressure. I don't think he was probably not getting any pressure from the board at Liverpool. But it does just take a little bit of pressure off. 2 good wins. But I don't believe that the game against City on Sunday is a must-win game for either team. It's so early in the season. If Liverpool were 9 points ahead or whatever at that stage of the season, I wouldn't be saying that the league is over. There's so much football to be played. So win, lose or draw for either team is not going to make or break their season. That's what I think. That's my opinion. I'm sure others, Sky News will try, Sky Sports will. Oh. So the ball gets flicked in and Porro gets his foot to it and Lemons makes a good save. Yeah, he's just sort of flicked his heel at it. It was a good save though. It was straight at him, you would expect him to save it. Yeah, just a little flick of the heel. Hits his leg actually and goes out for a corner. So Spurs they're pushing United back at the moment, trying to get back into it. United are struggling to get out of half now at this stage. That's a foul. Cunha just pulls them back. Yeah, he pulls Simmons' arm back as he's going through. Yeah, it was a nice little flick from Porro. Should save them though. So here we go. Straight in front of the goal. Just about 10 yards outside the box. Too far for a shot, I would say. Oh yeah, it's way too far. It's more than 10 yards. It's a good 15 yards outside the box. Clipped in. Up go. Spurs. Oh. Paulinho. It's headed out. Paulinho catches it on the volley, shoots. Keeper pans it down into the box. Gets cleared. Spurs pick it back up again. Yeah, so far, the first 10 minutes, Spurs have had most of the play and they're looking to score. And United are having difficulty getting out of the half. So, free kick out to United on their left. Oh, it's a good save. Comes through a bunch of players. Goes between Harry Maguire's legs. Bounces and the keeper just gets... Actually, it bounces to a nice height for him. And he gets his palms to it and just palms it down though. He's got to be cleared in it better than that. Anyway, came to nothing. So Spurs have their first shot on target in probably the 54th minute or something like that. A bit of head tennis going on. Breaks to Shaw. Shaw kicks it up in the air. Headed out by Spurs. Fernandes picks it up. Gets hoofed up the pitch. Mazraoui runs it out for a throw into Spurs. Okay, United are going to make a substitution. Sesko's coming on. I would suggest that that's Cunha coming off. He hasn't had a great game really. But what do I know about Man United? The way they set up. Okay, here they go. Casemiro. Fernandes plays a long ball over the top. And Mbeumo chases. Picks it up. Overlap by Doku. Flashes across the face of the goal. And straight out. Did it go out for a throw? Did it go out for a goal kick? Yeah, it's a good overlap. Gets it. And right, so it goes out for a throw, but even there was no one there. There was no one there for United, so I don't know who he was crossing it to. Mazraoui off. So Sesko on. Yeah, he does make strange substitutions sometimes, the Man United manager. Let me see what's up there. Porro just pushes the United player over. Just pushes him over. Ball is played into his feet. Porro comes behind him. Both hands on the back. Just shoves him over. Makes you wonder sometimes. Ahmed out on the right. Plays it back to the lit. Harry Maguire, that'll go across. No, it doesn't. It goes into Mbeumo. Cunha loses it. Spurs pick it up. There's a poor Spurs player down injured. It's Porro. And it's a trailing. Catches him with his trailing hand, I think. There's nothing in it. There's really nothing in it. Why do players have to go down all the time as if they're like seriously injured? There's actually nothing in that. It just holds up the game. It breaks up the flow of things. And to be quite honest, Spurs have been on top since half time. He's claiming he got an elbow. So he's claiming it's a deliberate elbow. I think it was a deliberate elbow. You have to see it again. It looks nothing. Be interesting to see how Sesko gets on. He's getting a little bit of flack, isn't he? For not being as successful as people thought he would be, but he's no more unsuccessful than Isak is at Liverpool. I know Isak is injured. He's back in training now, actually. I don't think he'll feature on Sunday. But it just takes time. Everybody wants instant success. These players have to hit the ground running or people are talking about them. Actually, there's a lot of new signings that haven't done really well, have they? So it just goes to prove it does take time. And they should be given time. I point to Gravenberch for Liverpool. Under Klopp, he wasn't the... Oh, here's Spurs through. Score 1-0. Offside. Johnson scores, but he's offside. Richarlison play. Oh yeah, he's miles off. Yeah. In today's football, he's actually miles offside. Richarlison plays him through. United hold the line very well. Johnson finishes well, but he's offside. What was I talking about? Yeah, Gravenberch. Yeah, give players time. Under Klopp, Gravenberch wasn't a huge success. Took him time to find his feet. But then last year, he came on so much. He got used to the game, I suppose. He got used to the pace. He got used to playing every week. And now you have to say that he's the first name down on the Liverpool midfield sheet. If he's fit, he plays. As simple as that. So you need to give players time. You can't judge them on 10 games. You can't even judge them on a season. You got to give them time to settle in. Change of... Everything changes. Country changes. Teammates change. Philosophies change. Style of play. Football changes. Their personal life changes. They're trying to settle themselves into a new country, a new house. And then they expect them to come out and on day one to be performing to the level that they were in other teams where they were comfortable and all that sort of carry on. They were comfortable with their surroundings, and sometimes we just expect too much too quick. But certainly it wouldn't be the first time that a player had settled and still doesn't do well. Sometimes players just don't suit the Premiership, or the Premiership doesn't suit them. And that's just the way it is. Time will tell on all of those new players. Sesko, Wirtz, Isak, even though he's played obviously in the Premiership for a couple of years. Time will tell. So who's Spurs? They're starting to get on top a little bit, Spurs. United are struggling now big time to hold on to the ball. Yeah, they got a free now. Yeah, they're struggling to. Oh, is that a handball? No. Comes down off his chest onto his arm. Not getting anything for that. Oh, hold on. No. Free kick to United. There we go. Shaw kicks it up. Sesko jumps, goes over the top, straight into the keeper's arms. Spurs about to make another change. Who does he take off? I mean, he could take off 5 or 6, couldn't he? But who does he take off to actually change the run of the game? To get a goal. Basically, they need a goal badly. But they are on top since half time. They're controlling the ball a lot more. United are struggling to get a hold of the ball. And when they do get a hold of the ball, they're struggling to keep it. Oops. Fernandez, wild swing. So here comes the substitution. Porro's off. Who doggy is on? Played up to Johnson. Docker just hits it out for a throw. Throw Spurs. 81% possession for Spurs in the last 5 minutes. Cuts across. Here comes the cross now. Oh. Casemiro dives in, cuts back inside, dances through, gives it straight to Fernandez. Fernandez clears his lines only as far as Spurs come again. Palhinha. Johnson plays it back. Palhinha picks it up again. Richarlison flicks it through. Ahmad defending, gets it out for a throw. Spurs player clips it in. Mbeumo picks it up, runs out to the side, plays it back. United just need to hold the ball for a couple of seconds, but plays a long ball to Sesko, he chases it into the corner, picks it up, plays it back. Mbeumo ends up with Fernandez. Yeah, Harry Maguire's going to be come off. He's done his hamstring, I think. Yeah, I think Harry Maguire's going to be taken off now. So a long ball is played through to Fernandez, takes it on his chest, couldn't get the shot off well enough, goes over the bar. So Ahmed plays a long ball, takes it on his chest, and it's poor. It bounces, and he just can't get his foot around it, and he hits it with the outside of his foot, and it goes over the top. Ugarte is coming on. Harry Maguire is going to go off. Yep. Showing the goal again. The two Spurs defender were just standing off Hammett. They gave him all the time in the world just to clip it in, and he's standing and he just heads it unmarked. I mean, he did what he had to do, but Spurs defenders didn't do what they had to do. Pretty poor. So there goes Harry Maguire, hamstring. Looks like, anyway, that's who he was holding anyway. Ugarte's coming on. And Casemiro makes his way as well. Mount is on as well. Cunha is off. So Ugarte, Cunha and Mount is on. Maguire, Casemiro, and who was the other player going off? Yoro was on. So 3 substitutions for United. Ugarte, Mount and Yoro. Maguire's off, Cunha is off, and Casemiro is off. There could be an argument that that's a stronger 11 now on the pitch than started for United. I think Casemiro was well past it. Flicked on, Sesko, keeper's out, clears the lines. Yeah. There's just some players that I think the United manager just doesn't fancy, and I think Ugarte is one of them. He's just offside. And Mbeumo flicks it on with his head. Sesko wasn't getting down anyway. Yeah, I would argue that's a stronger United team now. Tottenham huffed and puffed for the first 10 minutes of the second half, but nothing came of it. I think the United keeper had to make one save in that period. Went through Harry Maguire's legs and he just panned it down into the box. He was lucky to get away with it, but it's a save. Now Sesko's kicked somebody in the head, and of course it was a Romero. Now let's see if he actually kicks him in the head. I don't think he does. I don't think he touches him. I mean, the foot is high, his head is down, but I don't think he actually catches him. And he's up, so yeah, no treatment needed. So that would indicate to me that he didn't touch him. But of course, if he doesn't go down, he doesn't get the free kick, does he? Yeah, Spurs have lost away a little bit in the last 5 or 6 minutes. United are getting back into the game, starting to control the ball a lot more now. I don't think it's the substitutions that done that. I just think it was happening in anyway. Oh. Dorku has the ball. He flicks it past Palhinha and he dives in, takes him out. Yeah, free kick. Nothing more than a free kick. Just a free kick. So Fernandez is going to take it. Oh, he actually got booked. I don't think that was a yellow card. He got booked anyway. Yellow card for Polina. Here we go. In swinger from Fernandez. Tried to be flicked on at the front post. Bounces up. Keeper catches it. Gets rid of it quick. Here comes Spurs. Mount comes across to try and block it. He does block it. Goes backwards. Across the Spurs back line. Ends up with the goalkeeper. United pressing, forcing Spurs back almost to the corner flag. Kicks up. Luke Shaw barges his way in. Okay, hold on, what's happening? Luke Shaw barges his way in, pushes over the Spurs footballer. And that's a free kick, quickly taken. Out on Man United's left, Spurs is right. Now back into the middle. Polina has it. He's trying to do something, trying to go forward with the ball, but there's no passes on, so he has to go backwards. And United win it, and they come forward. Ahmad, nice ball into Mount. Mount into Sesko. Sesko has it on the edge of the box, steps inside, but it's taken off his feet. Spence recovering well, just takes the ball as Sesko tried to cut inside. Here come United. And he loses it again. It's all very sloppy, to be quite honest, from both teams. Yeah, I should have watched the darts. Ahmad is coming out with it. Beats two players. Doesn't beat the third. Spence is injured. Oh yeah, stands on. Doku stands on Spence's foot. Yellow card for Doku. Banter is coming on. Simmons is off. Polina is off. Tell Bent Tanakor is on. Played in by Spurs. Up, Richarlison can't reach it. Goes over his head. Runs out. Mount picks it up. Plays it off the Spurs player. Goes out for a goal kick. I have to say, it's not a great game. But at the moment, Man United are in second. Here comes Dallo. Darku off. Dallo on. I think he's Marmite to Man United fans, isn't he? Some of them love him, some of them hate him. Well, I won't say hate, dislike. Don't think he's up to it. 79 minutes gone. 80 minutes gone. Yeah, the way I did say score draw, but as a prediction, but I don't think Spurs are going to score. They don't look like they're going to score. And United don't look like they're going to score again either, so it's a bit of a stalemate. Mount trying to pressure, trying to get the ball. Forces it back. Play through to Richarlison. Yeah, just too many United players for Spurs. When the ball goes up around the edge of the box, they just get crowded out every time. Richarlison hasn't had a kick at the ball. I don't think he's done anything positive in the game. Here he has it again now. Probably score a worldie. Nope. United come out with it. Fernandes clicks it over the top. Ahmad is onto it. Can't control it. Can't take it in his stride. Has to play it back to Mount. Ends up with Fernandes. Fernandes just walks a little bit. Puts it over to Shaw on the far side. Shaw plays it to Mbeumo. It's lovely flick pass out to the wing, picks it back up again. Dalot has it, gives it back to him, and it goes out for his Man United throw. Spence is unhappy. He thinks it was a Spurs throw. Yeah, lovely round the back pass there from Mbeumo. And Dalot picks it up but couldn't get the ball across. Man United take the throw, ends up as a Spurs throw. It's all rather boring, really. I suppose I'm finding it hard to get excited over this game. Here comes Spurs. Ugarte was struggling for pace there. Okay, Spurs turns, shoots, and it's 1-1. In the 83rd minute, Spurs get the equaliser. Tell, the substitute, picks up the ball in the box with his back to the goal, swivels on it, takes a deflection off the lit, I think. Let's see what happens. So Spurs have it down Man United's right. It goes out to the wing. It's crossed in. He has his back to goal. He spins on it, and De Ligt tries to stop it, comes off his leg and goes up high to the keeper's left. There's not much the keeper could do about it. Hits his boot, actually. Yeah. I mean, he turns well and he gets the shot off. 1-1. Nothing wrong with that, I suppose. Just after I said I couldn't see Spurs scoring, but now they've scored. So my prediction of a score draw at the start of the game is looking alright. Somebody just dived in the box. Who was it? I don't know who that was. Just threw himself on the ground. It was De Ligt, was it? What was he doing up there anyway? Oh, he was trying to make up for the ball hitting his foot, I suppose. But he just throws himself on the ground. So Man United keeper, long kick up. Sesko heads on. Mounts. Back into Sesko. Oh, we should have scored. It's good defending, but Sesko should have scored. It should be 2-1 United. Sesko was through. He took too long over it. And now he's down injured. And here comes Spurs. Now it's starting to get exciting. Richarlison. Dallo. Johnson is claiming it's a corner. Dallo claiming it's a goal kick. Sesko's down injured. Spurs won. Man United won. So Sesko breaks. It's played into. He just yeah, he takes a touch, but he doesn't take it away from the defender. Van de Ven then slides in and he blocks it. He gets his foot to it and it rolls back to the keeper. The touch that Sesko takes actually plays it into the path of Van de Ven. But Sesko should have got a shot off. He should have scored. He was just too slow. The Man United manager looking a bit down as Spurs equalise. Thomas Frank is pointing to his head for them to concentrate. It's the 87th minute. Romero is going off. Van de Ven gets the captain's armband. 87th minute. 1-1. And I dare say the last 3 minutes have been the most exciting part of the entire match. Hopefully the Arsenal game will be more exciting. I'll probably do a live stream of that. I'm going to be watching it anyway, so I might as well sit here and talk to myself. So Danzo comes on. Romero's off. Sesko's, is he going off? He doesn't look happy. Yeah, he's straight down the tunnel for Sesko. Well, there you go. No luck for Sesko. Can't buy a goal. Dropped from the starting lineup. Comes on. An in-form striker would have at least got a shot off. Fails to get the shot off, and now he's off injured down the tunnel. Not a good day for Sesko. Don't like to see that, actually. He's only a young player. '88th minute. Score draw is looking good. Probably a fair reflection of the game, really. I don't think either team has done enough to win it. Rather uninspiring performance from both teams. It's been a hard watch, to be honest with you. I haven't enjoyed it at all. Yeah, I painted a bedroom during the week. And I have to say, watching the walls dry was more exciting than watching this match. Not impressed at all. De Ligt just stops the ball from coming through to Richarlison. 6 minutes. God, another 6 minutes of this. Is there a winner? Will Tottenham sneak a win? Ball comes across, out edge of the box, shot. Oh, it's 2-1. Richarlison has scored. Oh my goodness. (2-1). Spurs 2, Man United 1. There's a shot from outside the box. Don't know what Richardson is crying about. Is he crying? I suppose he's happy he scored a goal. He's going to get booked now because he took his shirt off. He's giving it loads, banging his chest. Down on his knees, looking up to the heavens. Bit of overreaction. He hasn't won the World Cup. So the ball comes out, breaks to the outside edge of the box from the corner. The player shoots. Ugarte is playing Richarlison onside. Richarlison flicks his head at it and beats the goalkeeper. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah. Oh dear, oh dear. (2-1) Spurs. Fernandes, hands, face in his hands. The Man United manager looking a bit perplexed at the whole thing. I had said a few minutes ago that neither team did enough to deserve the win. So I guess this is a bit harsh on Man United, really. Richardson, yeah, gets booked for taking his jersey off and over celebrating the goal, one would say. He hasn't won a World Cup final. He's not going to win a World Cup final. Looking at Brazil, it'll be a while before Brazil win another World Cup final. So there we go. 3 minutes to go. Spurs 2, Man United 1. I don't think Spurs deserve the victory, to be honest. I don't think Man United deserve to win. But I don't think they deserve to lose, in fairness to them. Here comes Spurs again. That's a foul. No, referee plays on. Ugarte is being pressured by Richarlison. Gets it back to the Lit. The Lit gets it out to Shaw. Shaw's coming forward. Still coming forward. Plays it through to Mbeumo. He loses it. Dalot picks it up. Referee gets in the way. Gives it back to Fernandes. Fernandes takes it quickly. Euro. Out to Ahmad. Hasn't done much in the second half. Kind of surprised he's still on the pitch, to be honest. Shaw. They need to put the ball across. They need to get the ball in the box. Tries to put it across. Comes off the Spurs defender. Corner kick. This is it. They either score here or they lose. They lose 2-1. The goalkeeper's coming up. course, they don't have Harry Maguire now. Harry Maguire went off injured, looked like his hamstring. Right, here's Fernandes going to put the ball across. Spurs 2, United 1 minutes ago. Ball comes in. Oh! De Ligt scores. 2-2. 2-2. Big corner to the back post. De Ligt gets up, heads it in. 2-2. Richarlison doesn't get the winner. De Ligt gets the equaliser. You know, it's on the balance of things, it's probably a fair result, really. So it's a big corner. Right at the back. De Ligt unmarked. Heads it in. It's a good header. Spurs keeper does not cover himself in glory. I think it was over the line before he got his hands to it anyway. He pushes it into the roof of the net, but I think it was already over the line. Yeah, I think 2-2 is a fair result. Okay, unless there's another goal. Can somebody get the winner? Here comes Spurs. Free kick to United. Richarlison. Who was booked? Somebody was booked. It wasn't Richarlison because he was booked earlier on. The referee flashed a yellow card to somebody. Man United manager walking up and down the line as usual. Here come United, last chance to get the winner. Fernandes back to the Ligt. He goes, don't go back to the keeper. Euro out. That's it. 2-2. Spurs 2, United 2. Overall, probably a fair result. Yeah, I did call the score draw at the start. Not a great game to watch, I have to say. Not a great game. But there you go. 2-2. I won't say I hope you enjoyed the stream because that was kind of boring. Yeah, I didn't enjoy the game at all. I enjoyed the last few minutes. That's about it. Probably do Arsenal later on. So if you want to join us, you're more than welcome. If you do happen to stumble across it, if you want to give us a subscribe or give us a like, it'll help us as we start off. That's it. That's our final whistle on today's match. Spurs 2, United 2. Fair result, I'd say. That's it. Bye.